smoke the dope. Too lit, I strike a pose.
Oh, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Lou, and today we got another video. We got another breakdown video, another reaction. So for this reaction, we got a versus. We got WAUNNY versus V2K. And the artists we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be reacting to WAL, BLIXK, and GBABY, aka GBABY-NO Hat Zone versus Coney Island niggas, man. What's his name? Let me look it up. SPIGG, MIKEY, IKEY, WAUNNY G, and DGLIZZ. You know, like I said, while I was out, you know, not while I was out, but when my channel had gotten deleted, you know, there was like new people that I kind of was like people coming up on the scene, you know, based off of who's dissing who and things like that. But I don't usually go off the disses because people will diss, but even though they diss, the music will kind of be trash. So I'm a kind of person that doesn't really mean that because you diss, you will get views or you will get seen or you will get to the next level in rap. The Coney Island scene, I wasn't really too tapped in with, but the only person who I knew, but the only person who I heard of that was doing the music, like kind of before, I would say, or maybe around the time I first started reacting, would have to be WAUNNY G. And WAUNNY G, but I think WAUNNY G is from Marlboro. I don't even know how to say that shit. Marlboro. I think that's where he's from. And all that, I think that's like the Lafayette area, like Marlboro, and I think Coney Island. Coney Island is a little deep, but I know that from Marlboro to Coney is not that far. But for me, it's like me hearing of WAUNNY G, I just thought WAUNNY G was gonna kind of be like his own thing from Marlboro, rapping, trying to like come up, you know, come up out the situation. But then I kind of seen, you know, because I wasn't listening to WAUNNY when driving around or whatever, or when you have to go certain places. Sometimes you pay attention and you pick up like, oh, okay, this is where this is from. So sometimes when you see a rapper come up and rap, then it's like you kind of put two and two, be like, oh, okay. But with WAUNNY G, I just knew of him from rapping from Marlboro, but he doesn't really have tracks that like I was bumping, or I would say, oh yeah, I just knew of him because of like the people, like of the disses basically. But I didn't really know of him through like a specific song. Like, you know, he was like at a point to how I looked at Kai Swervo. Like before Kai Swervo had the certified you take it sweet, before he had that track, I kind of looked at him like a regular drill rapper, you know. But that track kind of, to me, made him say, okay, he has the potential to do something with the rap shit if he's willing to continue to rap, you know, with that kind of pizzazz and that flow, and how he says certain words, and you need to go get you some paint, you know, took it real good. Like, you know, they sound like some type of evil villain. But when he did that, that's kind of what signified it for me. So WAUNNY G hasn't really had a track for me to be on some, oh, okay, this is WAUNNY G. But similar to other artists though, you know how sometimes they'll do collabs with other artists from their neighborhood, and then how they'll title the song, or how what they'll say on the song will let me know, like, oh, okay, these is like you know, these is people from this area, but never on no music tip. Because for me to like you on a music tip, you gotta actually make music that I will actually listen to. And this track right here, you know, I didn't really hear too much of it, but I kind of seen it on Instagram. Like, I forgot who posted it, but somebody had posted like the thriller of it, like, oh, new rappers of this and this. But this was during that time though. It's much time has passed, so I heard a little bit of it. I seen the name. You know, before, when I had my first reaction channel, you know, I remember doing the WAL, BLIXK, and the Maury Briscoes and the GBABYs. So, you know, I kind of you know, and then growing up listening to music, I kind of already, you know, knew the rappers, like the older rappers who was rapping at that time, you know, just from me listening to the music or whatever, not what's going on in the streets with them mainly. Shout out to P Films. That's why he bringing on like Nino and Tay-Mac, and, you know, sometimes Drizzy, you know, Drizzy, that he be, but you know, when he be bringing certain people on, it kind of puts you on to like, okay, because as a kid, or like even Main Finesse and G-Bang and PNVJ, because, you know, we only know what's going on through like the little crumbs of the internet. Niggas wasn't like on the internet like how people are now, like where the drill rappers, you know, where they show white boy the gate, and they had a knockout. Like, that was wild, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, but back then they wasn't doing none of that. So for Tay-Mac, that's why, like, we getting off the topic, let me not talk about P-Films. But yeah, so, you know, to bring back to them, that's kind of how I figured about, you know, that's how I kind of got in tune with them. So without any further ado, we got WAL, BLIXK, and No Hat Zone versus the SPIGG V2K featuring MIKEY, IKEY, WAUNNY G, and DGLIZZ. I guess, yeah. Just put on the earphones. Garam. Alright. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Make that nigga shiggy before we spark on.
Like that. Don't woo back, bro, shoot that. Play on my goal, knock off his do-rag. Check the score, we up, yeah, do bad. Nick, Nelly went out, got suicide. Creep on him, watch it from you. Coming stretch like we do not tussle. Ain't one of mine's dead bitches, fuck you. He get run from the end, it's just muscle. Which with the Cali inside got flop. Like, how you got caught with no knock? Like, I would've up there flop. Put trust on my boat, I thought. Like, I blow thought, let me hit one face down. Heard it, want me so you know I can't play around. Bro, on a hard John, look at the playground. Keep a tough one, take on the playground. Slide up on feet, hop out. We gon' hit everyone here like that. Like, when I
ain't gonna lie though, like, when niggas do be saying like depending on the type of hood it be, like when niggas be like, oh, we go set up on this or we go set up on that, like certain hoods, when I be thinking about how it look, it's like, you can't, like for instance, like I feel like you, like, to spin Ver, I feel like you can't really just say you're spinning Ver. Like I feel like you kind of have to calculate how you're gonna spin Ver. Like I don't think you could just spin like you know, I don't know, because like I'll be looking at like the layout of the areas, and I feel like, and I'm not saying, oh, it's unspinnable, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like how like I could just said it, we just go hop up on there like bam, like, you know, the way he said it with that pizzazz, like it kind of made it seem like he about to just pull up right on the road, just flock the V, and then just, like that's not like that's not, and I don't really sound too realistic. I feel like you gotta really have to, you have to come on some, like, because Ver is very mazy, it's very like, you know, I can't explain it, that shit is like, I don't know, but I would say for the first guy, BT Spig, like he like already is giving me like Josh Sav, you know, the message rap vibe, like it's giving me that, and I don't really, like I said, I'm not really a fan. Like I don't even be listening to the drill music for the street shit. Like I'm not an Almighty Suspect. Like shout out to Almighty Suspect, but I'm not like a person that be like, oh yeah, and I just know every single thing about this gang, and I'm just like that. I don't really have the time to be like, and then it's like, it's not something that I like I'm interested in because of the music, not because of like the fuckery that comes behind the music, if that makes sense. So when they be doing this message rap, to me it takes away from the song, because as I'm looking to listen to the song on some like flow, delivery, energy vibe, it's like I'm not getting that, because they weren't too busy, you know, we're smoking on this one, and if you see this one, it's this one, and it's like they're not putting it in a way that like they're actually trying to care about the art of the music. They're just trying to, again, the image shit, come off like they're tough, or come off like they're, and it kind of just throws off the vibe of the music. Mikey IKEY, how he came on the beat, I'm not gonna lie, like it you know, the bar with the hop up on Ver, like, you know, like that shit kind of was a little funny because how he said it, but like the flow and the delivery so far is not bad. You know, I could give it up. You know, it's not terrible.
Like fuck Melly, he up in the air like damn.
I be wanna bob my
like,
head with
I don't
this
care,
dad
might fuck
shit,
around,
bro.
shoot a feet, stay with the dot on his face, he ain't know it was there. And I'm big GDK, nigga, who do I feel like God? Like ghost in a block, old bitch talking shit, got shot. Go invest in a chop. Niggas pussy, they got me on hot. Like word to my mother, you pop. And GBABY, my dirtiest op. Sniper bitch should've stayed with his knots. Like when I know who I smoke, who's flop, bitch. All I knots and I shit to my dick, so I smoking on style, he got hit in his shit. Like cop, they grin on his bitch, like look, he still ain't did nothing since. Niggas sit back, gangin' and shit, ain't nobody on court, niggas paying a bitch. My brother get touched, then it's same with the police, I think we pop on they
that best 40K, like I'ma keep slamming the race. I'm dead, niggas gunning for who? Fuck Lil D, like 2 different guns got hit in they head. How the fuck you top off renegade, but fuck Melly, I'm soaking on E-Roy instead. Like free feed down in the feet, trying to text and boom, now trying to get some neck. Like how many times do I gotta keep saying I'm bitch DK, I put down the post like nah.
Like what I'm saying, like I gotta give it up. Like bro, right now is flowing, but the thing with me, it be so like, this is why, like, bro, this is, you have music, then you got drill music, and my thing is like, drill music to me could be music, but they like to do all this, and it's like, for me, it's like at a point, it's like, for me to be bopping my head, I feel like it's gonna come across like to the average person like, oh, he must be agreeing with everything he's saying. And I'm a kind of person, I don't agree, nor do I not disagree, because I don't be knowing, I don't really be, it's not my it's just not my what would be in my mind all day. So it's like I don't really be knowing, but it's like what I'm hearing, how he's flowing DGLIZZ, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of flowing decently. Like it's sound like drill that I kind of can like remember, but like the new version, like what I thought the new version would be, like how GLIZZ and well, BLIXK and GBABY and a couple others, man. Like I said, I be forgetting so much. I gotta, that's why I can't wait till I get back to this drill shit so I can actually remember, like, because it's been so long. But you know, but how they be rapping, it's like, it's just be hard to like, to fuck with, like, you know, to fuck, like, I fuck with it, but it's like in terms of like bopping my head, because then it's gonna look like, damn, he must be like a dick rider, he must be, and I'm just over here just looking at the music, like the flow, like how he's rapping. Mikey, Ikey, and him so far have done good. I didn't really feel BT Spigg's part, you know, he kind of was doing the message rap. They're doing the message rap too, but they're kind of, like I said, they're focusing on flow, they're focusing on delivery, like even how, you know, I guess Mikey Ikey, like Mikey Ikey was talking hot though. I don't go lie. He said something about Kai BLIXK, but the flow in which he did it, like, God, like he said, I did the same, like, like that flow, that delivery is like what I look for. But if he could just take out the dissing of the niggas and then, or diss niggas, but like that's like niggas be police, like it's like police work. Like, well, BLIXK got shot in. It's like niggas, it's too like. This, like, you see how like Kai Swerve, when he dissed GBABY-NO, nigga said, KG, dirty shit, you need to go get you some things. You know what? Talking real cool, these tracks until you get like some hands. Like, until you get like some hands. Like, you know, that kind of, that's what we like that average person listening to that, like KG could be saying, he could have seen GBABY-NO have some terrible jeans on. But like, and that could have been some real life street shit. But the fact that he worded it like that to the average person, you just think he's on some lunchroom, he's just trying to roast. So you don't feel as bad listening to the track, because it's like, if you was to be cool with that person, that's something that anybody could say to that person, and like that person would get tight, because like, yo bro, I'm not dirty, or yo bro, I got good G's, or so then it causes that, like, that laughter, you know, that roast factor of drill. But a lot of niggas, they be too trying to, or at least with this track, it's like it comes across to me like they're kind of trying to come off like we're tough, and it's like we're tough because, like, you know, this is what happened, and it's like we want to be taken serious as drill rappers because it has many underlying like things that I feel like when coming to like this specific track. But so far the flow, how they're coming, the delivery with Mikey Ikey and DGLIZZ, I'm not gonna lie, like they're doing what they're supposed to.
Can't smoke, like, lefty can't vote. Backdoor who, nigga, that shit close. Who the fuck's that head tap that nigga? Or like y'all with a pick in the F and a 1, like on B camp, still dropping the O. Gang, every play get left we out. Do not run up on me, you get whacked. But not push up on me, I'm the hat. Like now I'm the curse, trying to make me a pack. One BLIXK got shot, no cap, all this murder from Melly, nobody got back. Lefty bustin', smoke him out the pack. So I almost died, let's get into that. Spot I make him run out with sneaker. Lacking the car, niggas gotta be dummies. I'm on New Kirk, I got my G-tuck. Gonna rain, how them doing a Dougie. Just got cut, had his shit like an ugly. War got shot, made him hop like a bunny. Like fuck ski boy, smoking a cut. Niggas born for a ride, oh y'all niggas is funny.
Like Lefty, Melly, Drizzy, just got from IKEY, Luke, oh my god, so many fucking dead niggas, nigga. Like, yo, y'all niggas suck my dick, fuck you. Like, oh my god, niggas dropping their key.
So, I'd say DGLIZZ did the best on the track, then Mikey Ikey, then WAUNNY, then BT Spig. So I would actually give this track like I'll give it a 3. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to give it a damn. You know, I'll give it a 3. I ain't gonna be a dick eater because the beat, you know, I like the, you know, the there, like it sounds like some old type beat, so you know I'm kind of fucking with that. And then on top of that, it was really just Mikey Ikey and DGLIZZ that kind of made the song go. But like the thing about it is that I feel like if I give them, like a 2.8, 2.7, I feel like it's the same thing, so I'll just give it 3. But I kind of already expressed how I felt with BT and WAUNNY. WAUNNY's beat was kind of like, WAUNNY's flow was kind of basic. I came off like basic drill, but it was better. It was a better flow than BT Spig. You know, I could give it up for that. But what I could think in terms of like why they're even beefing, like I would say from there to Coney and I guess they dissed the Sheep Shed Bay. I don't know, but I feel like what the Ver niggas is probably thinking, like, damn, like who is Coney? Who is Coney to diss us because, or to diss them because like they're like 30, 40, 45, 50 minutes away from where they live, and this is by like 40 minutes or 35 minutes by like car. But if niggas in the hood and be broke on feet and by bus and train, they never have to really meet, or they never have to really see each other, if that makes sense. Because like, I'm not gonna lie, like Coney Island, that area up there, they have the best doctors, they have the best supermarkets, they have the best, like, everything is like top quality because of the people who live there. Like, yeah, they got certain pockets where it's like they're where they live, but that area in general is very well off than compared to like Flatbush, where they'll call like Little Caribbean or Little Haiti or Little this or Little, you know, Caribbean Bush or whatever they call it. So I feel like in their mind, the Ver niggas is looking at Coney like, oh, they're soft because they're not on like Brownsville timing, where it's like Brownsville timing, they have ops that are literally like they have to go to the same doctors, they have to go to the same dentist, they have to go to the same grocery stores, they have to go to the same places, if that makes sense. So it's like their ops is really close, their ops is right up the block, their ops is in neighborhoods that are like very close. Whereas like in Coney, their ops is all the way 40-50 minutes away. So I feel like in a person who's living in Ver, their mindset is like, probably be like, oh, like, why are they dissing us or why are they coming after us? Because it's not like they can stop their bread. It's not like they can get in their way of anything, because it's like, how would they? It's like everybody be so far away, and if you know you don't already like each other, then they're not really going to be at the same parties or the same spots or the same functions, because they're just so far away. So I feel like that's kind of how maybe Ver might be looking at it, like, oh, like if you're so tough, then how come people who live in Coney and people who live in Marlboro and certain pockets, like who live in the private apartments or private houses that's in that area, why they never beef together? Why they don't have their own beef? Why is it only beef with like us and we're like 45-50 minutes? I feel like that's what Ver niggas would be thinking. I don't know. I feel like that's just how I feel like they would be thinking. And then for Chief Shed Bay, I feel like probably the same thing. Like they would probably just be like, or a matter of fact, for Chief Shed Bay, I feel like I actually don't even know, to be honest. But I feel like them dealing with Chief Shed Bay, to me, I feel like kind of makes more sense just off the fact that it's in that same general area. Like, and what I mean is that like a person living in Chief Shed Bay, they would have to go to this, like it wouldn't be like a surprise if they was to go to the same doctors or the same schools or the same, you know, because it's like in that same area, like not in the area, because you know Coney is like the farthest, but I'm talking about in terms from like Coney to in terms of like Coney to FNO, like Coney to FNO is that beef is like GBABY-NO and FNO to me, because it's like to get from GBABY-NO to FNO, you have to take Atlantic Avenue all the way from the beginning of it and go all the way to the end of it, and that in itself is like 50 minutes to an hour, especially traffic, if you're not taking back blocks. So it's like, you know, I feel like if, let's say Coney and Chief Shed was to join together, or let's say he was to beef, I feel like people who's watching on the internet probably wouldn't really think too much of it, because they're all in that same area anyway. But I feel like it kind of makes more noise, or it's more clout if like if Coney comes for Ver, because then people would be like, hey, how is this even possible? And they live all the way like over there, if that makes sense. So, you know, this is me just speculation. I don't even know. I'm just saying that I feel like that's kind of would be the sentiments of a person living in Ver, because if I know, because like I said, I've heard of WAUNNY. I never really heard of Mikey. This is my first time actually hearing of them. Mikey, IKEY, BT SPIGG, DGLIZZ, but I did hear of WAUNNY G like a while back, just from him making music. And it was that same you know, I just knew he was from Marlboro because he had the video there, and then some certain niggas was like talking hot in the comments. I'm like, in certain songs, I'm like, what the hell? So just off that, I kind of knew who WAUNNY was. But then when I see WAUNNY with Coney Island, then to me it's like, okay, is this on some like music type energy, or is this like they always knew each other and they finally just decided to link up? Because then it's like, if it's the first version that I said, and then you have somebody like Humble G's who lives in that don't even not make sense, but you have somebody like Humble G's who's living in, what's that, like Crown Heights, I guess, he's going out of his way to go to Coney Island. And then it's like, from the viewer's perspective, I feel like Humble G's is basically like using Coney Island niggas, if that makes sense. He's using that whole group. He's using Coney, he's using WAUNNY. Because remember, Humble been rapping before all of them. So if Humble reach out and be like, oh yeah, this is what, I feel like Humble G's is kind of like trying to use them to kind of like go against people he already don't like, if that makes sense. But then again, it's like, this is just me, I don't know, bro. You know, I just got the camera, you know, we just chilling, we just vibing. So that's what I'm just speaking on how I know WAUNNY, because you know sometimes if a new drill rapper comes on the scene, I kind of have to explain how I know. I don't want to just be like, oh hey, they were just reacting to this person, this is what they got, and it's just too boring. I feel like I gotta have to, like I said, I grew up listening to drill, so how I like, what people don't understand is that like people will look at me and be like, oh, especially from like my old channel, they would say, oh, like this nigga, like he fuck with this artist, but he be like dick riding away because like he fuck with this artist, but they don't like why is he coming like why is he showing love like that to an artist that hasn't even made it yet? And like you know, I can't explain it. Like they be like, oh, it's fanned out, and I feel like people like that is like the children of the world, or like the people who don't really have issues or problems, or don't like, they kind of like have a weak baby frail mindset. And what I mean by that is like, me personally, how I come across artists is by the family aspect of shit. I don't look at like, oh, this person's in this gang, so this is why I fuck with them. And I feel like, let's say for instance, I always give it up to like saying like how like, oh well, GBABY-NO can rap. So like I feel like GBABY-NO, he's the kind of person that like, he judges a person based off of their gang. He don't judge a person based off of, oh, this is this person and this is how they act. He look at it as like, oh, if you're from this gang, this is how they all act. And that to me is like a childish mentality. That's why, like, you know, it just be like, you know, and I'm not saying that GBABY-NO is childish, but there are niggas like GBABY-NO, majority of niggas who think like GBABY-NO, like they don't really think from in terms of like, oh, you know, this person just genuinely makes good music. I don't know this person, never seen a person a day in my life. I grew up listening to drill, so let me just show love. This person can rap, or this person can do this, or this person knows how to do interviews, or this person knows how to. A lot of them don't look at it like that because they kind of try to look to get into problems instead of trying to like look to avoid problems. And you know, I don't know. So for me, how I tend to look at music, I kind of look at it from a family aspect, meaning that like I go off of, does this person really have talent? And then it's like, was there, and then I go off of, was there a rapper previously to them or previously to that person who was rapping and kind of trying to make a name for their neighbor, or for that specific neighborhood. So like I said, growing up, when Brooklyn drill first came around, like I said, I was maybe what, like 13, 14 when Brooklyn drill first came around. So when you had like the BLIXKs and the 2605s and the G-Bangers and Main Finesse and all these people, and like the Ace No. 5 and Rob Mac, doom 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 doom, doom 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 doom. Me walking to school and, you know, living a regular young chum life, you know, listening to drill, you know, shit like that, and actually see that they actually have talent for the rap. That's what drew me in to be like, oh shit. Shout out to that's what they used to call themselves, Wortman, or yeah, that's why they say, that's why they call them WAG, because they call them Wortman Ave gangsters, I guess. But they should just be like, oh, I'm from Wortman. So I'm like, oh shit, so shout out to them. So, and this is me as a kid, because of me just liking the music. I wasn't a dick suck, I wasn't a hater. I'm not about to just say, oh, I fuck with these niggas, so I'm not like, I never been like that as a kid. And nobody from our generation who's born in from 2002, 2000, 2001, 2000, maybe 2003, it wasn't none of that. In middle school, high school, for the most part, early parts of high school, like people were kind of like fucking with drill music just for the music. Nobody was like saying, oh yeah, I fuck with this person, but not really because I fuck with this. Like it wasn't none of this pick a side, dick ride, weirdo shit. Like it was just like, yo, this is the music. This one rap better than this one. We're speaking realistically on the music. We're not talking about, you know. So, but nowadays, they be trying to mix the street and the music, so it kind of be fucking shit up. But for me, what I'm seeing that Ace No. 5 and Rob Mac is rapping, and I'm, you know, coming up and I'm going through what I'm going through, and the music is there with me, because drill music is that bad thing that ever happened. Drill music has always been there to kind of like, you know, I don't know, keep my vibe good, keep my vibe, you know, how it is. So you start to build that appreciation, and then it's like you kind of start to look at all the drill rappers as like a big brother in a way, but you kind of look at them as like, you know, and I'm not talking about niggas who's my age. Like, I'm not talking about Maury Briscoe, Cake. Like, these niggas is I'm talking about as a kid, as a kid growing up listening to them. Like, it's kind of like you kind of look at them as like internet big brothers in a way, because like, you know, their energy, their vibe, you know, what you're going through and what they're going through, the experience and everything that you just, how you live in life is kind of like, and I'm not talking about boom, boom, boom and shoot them up and I'm just talking about just living a life as a black kid in Brooklyn, like a black, you know, urban kid in Brooklyn, like, you know, just that vibe and that energy. So it's like you kind of start being dependent on their music. You kind of start being dependent on their drops. You kind of start being dependent. So then when you see bad things happen, and then you see like rest in peace KJ Bowler passes away, and you see Rob Mack, that nigga just dirty, broken, panicking, looking terrible in Linden interviews with gifted gods, talented music, and then you got Ace Number 5 in jail. To me, it's like I feel that, like I have to deal with that, because like it's kind of like it's like a sting to my mind, or like a sting to my soul, that like, hey, you're getting older, like you're gonna have to grow up, you know. So it's like it kind of always like makes me feel down and depressed. So I don't like to hear none of the drill rappers that like I grew up listening to go through shit. So you know, like but then sometimes I kind of do, depending on like if they're on fuckery. Like I watched the Tay Mac interview. So I was watching the Tay Mac interview, and it had me weak, because Tay Mac was saying how like he was in Queens. He was saying how he was in Queens, and it was him and Fussy Boy, Tubby Boy, Costamato. You know, shout out Costamato, cause he be crazy on the lines, like when he was going up class and shit. See, he was saying it was him and Costamato. They was going to BBQs, or they was going to some fast food store, and they happened to run into Nas Blicky. So that the nigga Tay Mac said, "You smoking on fat pepper? Come here." So that shit kind of had me crying. He said that he did that, and then he ran. Nas Blicky ran away. So I was laughing, because I'm like, damn, like that. You know, if that was true, like if Nas Blicky did do that, then yeah, like Tay Mac had the right to do that to him. But to me, I was cracking up at myself, because I'm like, damn, like I knew if I was a kid, I would have heard that. I would have been like, you cannot touch my Nas Blicky. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Like I would have been like, I would have been a little upset. Like I'm like, damn, like Tay Mac, because like, you know, if I'm like 14, 13, you know, it's like, I'm like, bro, like at the end of the day, Nas Blicky making good music. He ain't mean to do that, you know. Like, I let it rock. But then again, it's like, you don't know, because then, like I said, niggas don't be living right. So when they don't be living right, it's like, you can't be mad when shit happens. So it's like, that's why, like, you know, I was laughing at myself, you know, watching that interview. I'm like, damn, like if this was like news back then, I wouldn't have been really tight, but I would have been sad, like, damn, like why you gotta do my son I was looking like that? Like he just over here trying to make music. He ain't, you know, come on, bro, like leave my work. You know, because the Nas Blicky was, bro, when I was going through it again, like certain drill artists, like their music, like that shit, I don't know, bro, that shit, like I don't know, it was there, like anytime, like you could always go to drill music, bro. I don't know, like, so me not knowing Tay Mac, it's like, you know, and that's what I said, it wasn't unknown, like, oh, because Nas Blicky is folk, or he's this is why, you know, you can't do that. Nah, it was just more on some, like, I knew him for the music, and I don't know who Tay Mac was. Like, I don't know, you know, was he making music? I didn't know. So I wasn't on no shit to where it was like, oh, I just don't like Tay Mac, or what he jack, or who he is. Nah, it was just on some like kid shit, like, oh, I know Nas Blicky because he made good music. We don't know you from making music. So it was, you know, that's kind of the mentality. But you know, so I go off of like that. I go off of like the taste of the music, and then also like the lineage of it. So like so then when you see, like, to bring it back down to Ace Number 5 and shit, when you see he go to jail, and then you see a pug face, Jerry curl, sweaty hop back nigga named GBABY-NO start rapping, and then it's like, during that time I had to be like, what, 11th grade maybe? I had to be like 11th grade. So around the time I started seeing him rap. So or around the time he making music, because that's when he had like the two lizard face looking, you know, and they kind of was ass, and it was him and John Savin, and they had another track. I forgot the name, but yeah. So when you see a nigga like K-Glizz rap, to me it's like, I'm not looking at K-Glizz as like, oh, who is this guy? He's a clown. Oh, he jacks this, so fuck him. And it's my brain don't work like that. Like I go off of the person, so and like how it makes sense. So now when I'm seeing, so now me knowing that I grew up listening to Ace Number 5 and he's locked up, then you over here this nigga K-Glizz getting locked up for iPhones, looking like a pug, sitting like this. Interviews, nigga looking hot, thirsty. He looking like the nigga hadn't had a bath in 7 days, you know. So then it kind of makes you say, okay, so let me give this nigga a chance. Let me see if he can rap. So when you see when he can rap now, then it kind of lets me know, okay, he's like the next face for his neighborhood, because Ace Number 5, he at some point couldn't fulfill that, if that makes sense. So it like keeps it going. So now if K-Glizz can move smart and not be a fucking pug and actually rap and focus on making good decisions, then he can make it to where his whole neighborhood growing up could flourish, and in terms of music would be lit. So I'm kind of more just speaking on that to more explain how I look at music and why I listen to music. So like, for instance, like if this reaction that I did with Morabaro and Coney, because I don't know of any artist that was rapping from that time or in that drill, it kind of more comes across that, okay, they just grew up listening to drill. They want to get into drill, so they gotta be hot with everything. Like, oh, well, like this person, this person, so and they do that because if they're saying things like this, oh, and they come at effing know this, effing know that, and then people will be like, oh, yo, who is these people? Who is this? And this one got locked up. Oh shit! So now it's like they're kind of trying to be seen, but for the wrong reason, if that makes sense. So without any further ado, we're gonna be reacting to WAL, BLIXK, GBABY-NO, no hap zones. You know, you try to stay from the distance, nah. He ain't good for the health, nah. You gotta stay away from the distance, nah. Boy, trying to stay away from this, nah. He ain't gonna for help, nah. Start doing this, nah. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. No hot zone, WAL, BLIXK, GBABY.
I'ma just whack him, nigga.
Just whack him is like 5'2", bro. Nobody's out. It wasn't just whack him, bro.
Hook him down, feature by the H. What you jack, like too late. Oh, he blind, don't care what he say. Nigga, suck my dick if he high, gon' pay. Damn, well, slime in the A. Tell Wani just come on and play. Ain't be with Jack in New York. Like, now niggas don't link with the bait. Now let's get back to that faggot. Hey, yo, homo, I'm talking about you. Say you bet New Kirk, you capping. How you tough and your name is Abu? What? Y'all niggas know what we do. I got 20, go dump at your crew. Throw niggas high love for the fields. How the fuck is y'all smoking on loot? Damn, Wani keep ducking that action like I cannot wait till I catch him. Like slime it out to the bathroom. Like, and I cannot believe how that happened. Like, how's y'all smoking on Melly? Jack half out the pill, he was dead. And the 30s, I'm coming with Prezi. I'm trying to click, but the shit won't let me. Damn, and it's still free kill with the K. How many blasts that game does take? Banging Coney in the whole bay. Got a new chop, a whole 8. Mom got 2 knocks, so I'm safe. The real score's like 0 to 8. I bet I fucking to get out the place. So how you see me, it's a brutal for day.
Always say I gon' shoot up the curb. Let me know when y'all taking that risk.
Man, G-Baby, ain't nobody wanna hear YouTubers, you wanna go to fucking jail. Ain't nobody worry about no damn G-Baby. Like a G-Baby, get me tight. But nah, like, and that's what I'm saying, like, WAL, BLIXK, like I said, like, the nigga, he could, like, he's on some K-Glizz shit, he could rap, but it's just the thing with him, it's like, it's either the beat, because this beat is good, but I'm saying, like, he needs more better beat selections, and then on top of that, him and G-Baby have not been dropping like that, so it's kind of just been fucking up everything. But how he flowed on his verse, you know, that's what I'm saying, like, he's doing it, like, he's switching up the flow more than once. How he's switching up the flow still makes sense, and it fits the sound of the beat. You know, he's not switching up his flow trying to, like, sing, and it doesn't really match, but, you know, he's trying to switch up the flow because that's what niggas told him to do. Like, you know, he kind of switched up the flow, and makes sense, but it's like, we need, like, how I did for the GBABY-NO video. Well, like, I think it's time, bro. We need you to level up, bro. We need, like I said, I gotta find a WAL, BLIXK style beat and react to it, and like do a versus that versus the GBABY-NO beat versus, so then they know how to rap on it, and then they can rap on it and then do quadrillion billion views. But we need to upgrade you, WAL, BLIXK. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like how you're rapping. It's like I kind of feel like you're rapping in this way, and it's kind of like a more Briscoe way. It's like you guys kind of feel like you mastered it, and so it kind of sounds good. But we need to up the emotion level. Like, you know, we need that Josh Saff. They forgot my character. Like, they need that energy. Like, they need that soul in it. Like, you know, I can't explain. They need that GBABY-NO like that. Like, you know, that they need that WAL, BLIXK, Maury. I think it's time. And Maury Briscoe, he kind of tapped into that energy a little bit. Like, it was like that. Like, you know, in Dragon Ball Z, like when Gohan when what's his name? When Cell stepped on Android 18 or whatever his name's head and crushed it, and then Gohan was like, and like you see the little red, like I feel like Maury Briscoe kind of had like that, but he didn't like how Gohan did. Like, he kind of more went on some, like, he tapped into it and then kind of forgot. And that track that I'm talking about is the SOS shit. SOS came over, actually, like, you know, the flow that he kind of had was kind of elite, but it just, we need to level up, bro. I don't know if it's the beat selection. It's the beat selections, but it's also the energy and the flow. And I'm not saying that WAL, BLIXK or more need to start rapping louder, or they need to start and doing the, no, but it's like a spirit. They need and in order to rap with that spirit, they gotta have that discipline. In order to have that discipline, all that's drugs you gotta be doing. You gotta give yourself like a 2-3 day break. Hop in the studio, and just before you're about to rap, you get clapped. So that way it's fresh in your mind. So when you go, bro, I'm telling you, the shit's gonna hit different. But you know, they're not gonna want to listen, but they too busy want to be in the streets and being bombs and, you know, just I don't know. But yeah, so WAL BLIXK, like he did good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of, cause I already heard the song already, so I kind of like, you know, like I said, from my own reactions, I kind of been keeping in tune what's going on. So him and like the Linda niggas and F&O and 2605, but some of them they not right there. I don't know, be too much going on. But yeah, so let's see what my boy GBABY gotta say. He too busy want to be in jail.
Jack and his KO, his friends got Halo, Tony and Slime got took off the list. In a van, nobody could blitz. I'm with BC Cash and he swerving a whip. You with hats and a couple of hits. I'm with 6 straight lots and they come with blue. I'm a savage, a renegade queen. Mask on when I clear out the room. If you confused, better go ask the room. 2-6 niggas know what we do. Wonny and Humble just capping the stool. On the H, please don't move. Corey got punched, he ain't know what to do. Yo, Wally can't wait till I run into you. I see Leo and IKEY is lit. 30 stick and I'm ready to flick. Like, niggas should know who I'm like. Got complex slide. He ready to click. Billy and Face who got hair in they shit. On they H with all the dips. I told Cam to just back up the stick and just flare at that hatchet you see on the shrimp. Yeah, I'm smoking on slime with the jack. Slick Fox got hair in his back. Got the 40 nigga with it. Yeah, I got 4 different hollows looking for the hats. Up in Coney, where you jack? If he had, then I'm quick to attack. If he run 2 shots to his back, then we empty the clip to just finish the pack. I slice on the BLIXK, I gave IKEY a seizure. I see Corey go in the freezer. We make movies, no bitch, no teaser. I get low when I hop with the beat.
If I see Slick, fuck your Peter. Shots got hit by a beat. I'm jacking a hat on Vogue.
When he got shot in his face, he was hurt. Hey yo, Wonny, don't mention a curse. I got niggas that's ready to alert. Marco cool if he bustin' on perk.
Damn, to the bay go to church. Dumb niggas not ready to alert. Like Kenzo, Jaja still don't learn. Like Deal got pulled in the shirt. Dang, Coney size K, Payway K. Niggas know what's up, man.
What up? 26K, Dodge SPIGG.
I throw a shot, nigga, word of my mother.
Hulk him down if he chill by the H. What you jack, like too late. Or he blind, don't care what he say. Nigga, suck my dick if he high gon' pay. Damn, will a slime in the H. Tell Wonny just come on and play. And be with Jack and Dior. Like now niggas don't lake with the pay.
I'm not gonna lie, like I said, like the beat is, I'm not gonna lie, even the hook, and I think that's kind of, I feel like that's what's throwing WAL BLIXK off. I feel like the hooks, bro, like, I feel like bro just needs to like, but then again, it's like, I don't know, because that You Alright track, he kind of had a hook, and it was kind of like that same thing, but I don't know, it's like, I kind of feel as though, to tap into that second level potential, I feel like you need to just rap. Like, I feel like all this holding the phone, with having the lyrics on it, and then having the producer having to redo it 8 times because niggas don't know how to, like, I feel like it throws off the track. I feel like you just gotta just not do drugs, wait till you're about to go to the studio, and then right before you're about to, like 30 minutes before you're about to go to the studio, you get claps, you walk right into the booth, you do your little 1-2s on a beat, and when I mean do your little 1-2s, like, you just rap. Like, don't focus on like sending a message. Don't just, however you're feeling, just rap and like use the words, like whatever words that come out, like, oh, we gonna spin in synth, like whatever, like just I can't explain it, because that's what the people are gonna feel. That's what they're gonna understand, the soul of it, not the actual words. Like, the actual words help when you have the soul, but if you're just rapping, saying bars, or rapping and dissing it, that's all it is. You're just it's like you're just writing a piece of paper and giving it in to a teacher for school. Like, it's not there's no like real like energy behind it, and people always mistake the word energy, because like, for instance, they'll look at Maury and say, oh, but that flow that Maury be rapping with, that's like no energy though. That's not, but that is energy. He's just that Maury Briscoe, he don't know how to like rap on different flows. And then like, all right, let's say first, let's say oh, how about the V and we dust, we gonna crunch him. Like Maury Briscoe, he would say it like that. Hop out the V, we gonna dust, we gonna crunch him. But if Maury Briscoe could do shit like hop out the V, we gonna dust, we gonna crunch him. But you know, but still keep the same flow, but say the word differently, or end the word off in a different way. You will see how like he'd be more like, people will and like end the word off in a way that kind of would match with the beat, or would kind of, I can't explain it, bro. Like, it's all a science to it, but it's not really a science to it, because you're not supposed to overthink it. You just gotta you just gotta really just flow. It's all about the energy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and WAL BLIXK is the same thing. Like, he's on a better pace than Maury, because WAL BLIXK actually switches up the flows more than, I would say, at least 2 to 3 times, or 3 times. I would say more than 3 times in a beat. But more BLIXK still raps with that same, I don't really care to rap energy like Maury. And it's like, you can rap with that energy, but you need to put some kind of spirit in it, bro. You need to kind of do it a little, instead of that, you know, more send 2 shots, he threw 8, Mental get like 0 to 8. Like, yes, use that same voice, use that, but put a little, add a little like villain in it. Add a little, like you gotta. I can't explain it. Like how Nooney and GBABY-NO be rapping. Like that's like a perfect. And D.2 hits. I might have to do the reaction to him. I'm not gonna lie. I might just do a Duty. Because he called out Duty low. So I'm gonna just try to give him that clout and throw him, because Duty, nigga, fuck Duty. I fuck Duty, but you know, like D.2 hits is better. So it's like how D.2 hits rap, how GBABY-NO and Nooney are rapping, that is what I expect for our generation of jewelry be rapping. Like, everybody else is doing good, but like, for instance, BLIXK and Maury and the rest of them who I named, they do good, but they're not consistent. They'll drop a track that is elite, and then 2 or 3 tracks that they'll drop, mind you still gotta wait 2 or 3 weeks for the song to come out, and then when it comes out, it don't match the same level as, you know, as it don't match the same energy or that same level of how they was rapping when they first either started rapping, or certain tracks that they would rap on that would be good. But the this track definitely, like, I was bumping it, you know, ain't when it's going like like, you know, like I said, I've been new BLIXK, GBABY, you know, not new of them in real life, but I'm talking about through the music. So, you know, man, like I said, I just be supporting the other track that I reacted to with BT SPIGG and thing. DGLIZZ and MIKEY, they didn't do bad. Like, I would say that they're on some same shit as the BLIXK and GBABY in terms of the flow, you know, the switching up the flow, the energy that they put behind it, you know. And what I can give the Coney niggas is, I kind of feel as though, like, because they're now on the scene, like they're now starting to rap, they kind of have the I actually can't wait to rap, and I actually want to rap, and I actually want to give it my all wonder. They still have that about them. Whereas I feel like BLIXK, GBABY, you know, the streets done washed them up. They already got pulled over. GBABY in jail. You know, like, you know, niggas be going through shit. You know, they be junkies. So it's like they be dealing with so much that it's like the rapping kind of feels like something that they have to do, and it's the only thing that they can do, because it's like their lifeline. Like, if I'm not rapping, it's over for me. I feel like that's kind of, they don't have that, yo, like, this rapping shit is fun to me, this rapping shit is like what I want to do. And that feeling that I get from them through the music is the same exact feeling that all the drill rappers who I grew up listening to growing up, that's what they all went through. And what they did is that they exchanged the wanting to rap wonder, that energy, that flow, that pizzazz, that vibe that they was given when they first started rapping. They sold that and exchanged that to get the tough guy energy, the shit that they were actually trying to promote in the music. And a lot of people don't understand is that, like, when you go to jail, or when you put yourself in positions to where you can't rap anymore the way how you kind of came in rapping, when you go to jail, it takes away that spark, that energy, that inspiration, that motivation that you had. It takes all that away, because now it's like the shit that you're living, you kind of now have this realization that, like, hey, you're stuck. So now that's why you have people like Bobby Sprung, like, oh, I don't like drill, I don't like, you have them saying that, you know. Shout out to Bobby, which I do agree in terms of the music, it's kind of ass now, but that's because we don't have nobody new who is like gonna take over the scene and make it some new shit. We don't have that yet. But, you know, and I feel like it's gonna come from Brooklyn, but we just gotta give it time, you know, we need better situations. But yeah, so when you go to jail, it's like you're selling that part of yourself. So now when you come back home, people always say, oh, watch this. When he come back home, he about to rap and take over the world, because now he has a story behind him. He has this behind, and people don't understand is that you traded that. You traded that could have taken over the world energy, motivation that you had when you first started. You traded that to be seen as tough in real life. So that's why when you, like, you know, again, shout out to K-Flock, but if K-Flock is blessed and is able to come home, I don't think K-Flock is gonna rap and be, he's gonna be just like D-Thing. Like he's gonna rap and be, just because now it's like he done been traumatized through actually going through jail. He done been traumatized through actually having to take a life. So now it's like in his mind, he's like, it's like the music can't even, your spirit is too fucked up now. So the music, you can't even really vent properly to the average listener, so they could feel like, damn, like the grittiness, like how he be rapping on, give me vibes that like either he went through shit or shit's going on. So then it gives the perception of like, oh, where is he from again? Then when they say, oh, he's from here, he's from this, oh damn, so it must be tough living in that shit, because damn, the way how he's rapping, like fuck, like I could just feel it. But people don't understand is that when you go to jail and you come out now it's so much real situations that the shit that you're actually speaking on is so real that like the spirit behind it is not even a spirit of like art anymore. It's a spirit of a matter of fact. And I feel like a lot of people might not catch what I mean by that. But you know, so you know, I definitely give this track a 3. I give the other track a 3. You know, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Stay safe, be easy. But WAL, BLIXK, GBABY, you know, y'all gotta come on. We need better music. We need more music. Somebody, whoever's in jail with GBABY, just punch him, bro. Just give him like 3-4 punches. Give him like 6 punches, bro. And just tell him that you're ass and like, you know, why the fuck you going to jail and like your music sucks. I gave it a 3, but it's ass, you know. I always stop. But you know, someone just tell them to fix their act and just focus on music, bro, because like people don't understand that like our generation is doing terrible in terms of like ushering in the new era, especially Brooklyn. Bro, we doing terrible. We're do-bads, and I'm including myself in it. Look at me. I'm a reactor. Like I'm ass. Like look at this shit, bro. Like we're doing terrible. Like nobody like bro, like we literally got nobody who's actually like consistent and like putting in for the new wave. Like kids now can't even look at nobody for Brooklyn like how we was looking at our older Brooklyn companions growing up in terms of the music, from the Blickies to the 2605s to the Lindens to the Brownsvilles to the Flatbush to the like from it's rappers that like if I name people would forget, like the Lil S Dot and the or now known as Dottie from Bev and Mel Flocks and you know all these people, bro, like that like all these eras, like all from the Chef G's to the all these people are now gone, and we have nobody to kind of like speak, or we have nobody to kind of like, and when I mean nobody, I'm not talking about one person. We don't have no pockets of artists that are focusing on the drill or on that wave like how the other people are doing it, you know. So it's kind of just on some, I don't know, bro, like shit's washed, bro. But you know, just keep dropping more music, stay out the way, let's get to the cheese hopefully. But keep dropping the music. You know, drop any suggestions for any reactions that anybody want me to react to, because like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be as consistent. You know, you have to give that title to Dotman Teeve. You know, also get over to Rumble, link will be in the description. Just get over to Rumble. I do cannabis reviews, so all that sprinkles, all that CBX, your boy probably done tried it, smoked it. 710 Labs, you know, so we're gonna do that too. So, but again, only go there if you really support me though. Like I'm not trying to, this is not, oh, you need to go there now. No. The real, like, I remember how before I said the TBT and the gang, like anybody from that era, from when I had my old YouTube channel, those kind of people who was watching me, get over the Rumble, bro. I'm telling you, it's lit. I've been doing reactions. You could recommend me some cannabis to strains to react to and get. I'll see if I can get my hands on it, see if I could try, and expect more reactions. You know, hopefully we got to Say That versus Relly songs coming out. We got Nino and Bambino reactions coming out. We got a head tap reaction coming out. I hope everyone catches the fuck out of his face, because my nigga's dropping the lyrics. We got head tap coming out. You know, we got some shit coming out. So catch you on the next one. Stay safe, be easy. Good boom.